VI, 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 VI. From the VI, VI. Say you're from the VI, boy, which part? Only place in the world me not get lost. Not take light.
We were denied.
I want y'all to hear
and
how
so
crazy this
my
is.
knowledge, what's going to happen now is not only do we have the support of the chairman, but they're going to get a nice letter from Congress. And as you heard, Representative Ogle said, if we're denied, we're going to use the whole rules on the position.
Things are getting spicy, man. Things are getting spicy.
All the data on it. Is that something you're going to support with legislation coming out?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's very multifaceted. We've got so
I don't
many
know if
ideas
it's,
now.
you know,
But like I said, this is
something I believe
just
in.
the first of many. And I mean, the reason we got this is because we told them we would just do the field hearings, and we were going to do them in my front yard. My wife and daughter were going to grill out hamburgers and hot dogs. So y'all would all be invited, and we could ask everything.
World
we
is
could
coming
bring
to an
everybody
end.
there.
I
So
never
they
thought
didn't
I'd
want that, so they
hear
brought us
Congress.
back
This could be
here.
one big
So,
distraction,
it's
too.
still an uphill battle, though. I mean,
It honestly could just
every
be
step of the
one
way has been-
huge, big distraction.
I knew it before. I didn't need this.
See?
I'd seen enough. I've seen enough, and I would hope that you all would get that opportunity to see what we've
See,
seen.
now that's
Heard enough,
scary
too. I
when
mean, you
he
heard
says
the
something like
testimony of
that.
Some of the technology. Representative Ogles asked some great questions, but when you have a senior military pilots and officials saying that there's technology that they don't believe is from us, from humans.
And also, you got to realize, 3 United States congressmen were denied by our military. We're supposed to be telling them what to do, not the other way around.
And
so
see, that's where it gets tricky.
we're going to continue on that path.
You both have talked about the intelligence community also.
They're supposed to tell us what to do, because if you guys know, we get orders from
UAP technology
Congress
potentially pose
and
an
the
existential
president,
threat
you
to
know?
the national security of the
Those are
United
the
States of
entities
America?
right there
And all three of the
for
witnesses
military
answered
control.
yes. Congress has a responsibility now to move forward aggressively to get to the answers to these questions, even if it's in a secure environment.
Towards the end of the hearing, you all spoke about reverse engineering. I just want to hear, what do you think about that situation, as well as what are legislative approaches that you can take to ensure transparency?
Well, reverse engineering, of course, we're talking about something that we have no concept of. So it's like, I'm a motorcycle guy. So if I took a Harley Davidson or one of the new Indians and took it back to the people on the Mayflower, yeah, they could shine it. They wouldn't be able to fix the carburetor. They wouldn't be able to change the plugs. They might be able to figure out where the gas goes. They might get it started. But that's sort of where we're at with the reverse engineering. It's just so much ahead of us. But the question you have to ask,
I didn't even
and
know
it
it
was
fell down.
alluded to in there, was that it's been handed off to people within the business community so that there is no FOIA. That you
So,
all in the press
y'all know
have
what that
no
means, right?
access.
They're
So,
saying
where does the
that
line end and where does
when
it
they get
begin
these
between the
technologies,
government and big
instead
business?
of
And
reporting
I
to
think
the
it'd be wise
government,
for you all to start looking at some financial disclosures of
they
some
are
of those
selling it to
corporations,
private
some of the
companies
people
so
who
they
do
can
the stonewalling
reverse
in the town.
engineer and benefit from the technologies and money.
Go
Because
ahead.
I've seen
We're
earlier
not
videos that
going
state that
anywhere.
the
I appreciate
aliens
it.
can
Two questions.
You're gonna cramp
heal
up.
cancer and HIV and stuff. So instead of telling the government what they know, they're selling that knowledge to companies to produce what they need to produce.
You mentioned corporate interests. I'm wondering if you all are planning on naming names in that sense.
Well, that's why we want to get in the skiff and get some of those names if these folks can stay healthy long enough. But again, I had a piece of legislation, very simple. It just said that when a commercial airline pilot reports a sighting or something unusual, an anomaly in the air, that when he reports that to FAA, they report it to Congress. And I was told by leadership that it was blocked by the intelligence community, not the intelligence committee, but the intelligence community. And that is a very chilling effect. If someone can reach through the veil of government,
I need to know in the comments
and pierce
below
it to
right
the point
now
of
what y'all
we
think.
do not
Do you
have
believe
access
in
to
this?
something. You got to start asking yourself who the hell's in control.
But you guys also should too be asking these questions of the intelligence community, because we can only do so much as members. That's where you guys really pick up the slack, right? So
We need the
keep
push
pressure
of the
on.
media to get that kind of information, man.
Well, because
And if you
yeah.
report, then you're going to get in trouble.
Well, Matt Gates alluded to that, and we were there, and that's when the CIA folks got a little nervous when we were talking, and when we were told that apparently that they do destroy the evidence because they don't want to come back and be pulled off the flight line. Now they say they're
Pilots
they're
are afraid to
debriefed,
report
but it's
anything.
8 hours. They're interrogated. They're pulled off the flight line. These guys
8
don't make a lot of
hours.
money. They fly in a $50 million piece of machinery.
They make good money,
yet
though.
They're
They're
treated
officers,
like
so
dogs.
pilots
and then
make
on the
decent
backside,
money,
they get a
over
blemish on their
100,000.
record. So, you know, it's just military intelligence. Like I've said, military intelligence is like congressional ethics.
But see, what happens is the government, the military, anyone in a position of leadership goes unchecked for too long, and now you have these issues.
We'll get you the information, but we did request a skip.
But you also need to pressure the
us,
media.
as
You
well
need to
as
pressure the people.
Moskowitz,
We need people to care.
Representative Gates, as well as Representative
Again, this is coming to
Burchett
light
and
because it could be
Burleson.
true,
Yes.
or it's coming to light because we're trying to distract ourselves from Ukraine and Russia and the current president and
I'll be
his
talking to
family
Speaker
going
McCarthy.
through
Actually, he's the one that
financial
gave the green light
issues.
to this meeting. He's the one, because I went to Luna and I went to him. Man, you asked me about reverse
Do
engineering.
you think that there's something nefarious going on with reverse engineering? Do you have any reason to believe that?
I don't know about nefarious, but this is aircraft Americans. This country has apparently, according to witnesses, that they've retrieved, yet we don't have access to it, that someone else is profiting from it. I think you could get into some, if you have espionage from other countries and things like that, I'd rather we have that than China.
Well, that gets to a national security issue too. Is if there's technology that's being reverse engineered and it's being done by a third party, who ultimately owns and has control of that technology? So again, those are questions that Congress should be asking and that we get answers to.
To that point, David Grush did say in there that he gave information to the inspectors general about where these things are allegedly located. Do you have access to that?
A letter that's going to be penned that the members who are here today will likely sign on, as well as any other member, Democrat or Republican, to get that information and then disclose it to the American people.
Potentially visit those sites?
100%.
We'll see what they have, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, y'all, what's next?
We're going to formulate some more ideas. We'll get some legislation out of this. But what I'd hoped, honestly, was I'm shocked.
When they said we're going to get more legislation, is we're going to get more control of what the hell is going on. Congress is panicking because they notice the amount of no control, respect, or
authority. Other people are going to say, I've got some information. I'd like to come swear in. And that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start talking to people. We're going to start naming names.
Are you aware of any foreign governments that are also engaged in potentially covering up any?
Yes. I've talked to folks overseas, or I haven't. Let me rephrase that. I've been on several podcasts that have discussed it, and I've read about it too. There's so many incidents. Everybody talks about Roswell, New Mexico, but there's an incident in Canada. There's an incident in England.
Brazil, right?
Brazil was another one. China, Chile. They're just on down the list. You just name the country. Yeah, it's there.
Having the technology, but also possible.
Well, if they came here, something had to fly it. But I want you to think about this. Think about this, that something with the capabilities of traveling light years, not showing a heat signature, the energy capabilities of that would put the Pentagon out of business. We wouldn't be fighting these worthless wars overseas over oil, and American boys and girls wouldn't be dying. It would put the war pigs out of business, and they'd have to go somewhere else, and I'm all for that. All
right, guys.
Damn,
is that good?
that's deep.
Thank y'all. Please follow up.
It sounds good if he could keep up with it, and he's true to what he says. All right, y'all, like and subscribe. Damn, that sounds good.
It's kinda hard to keep up, moving all around the world. It's kinda hard to stay focused on seeing different girls. She acting like she don't notice, I'm trying to get to her. Hey, tell her that I'm feeling her, don't let her go, I'm missing her. No, it ain't no Chelsea, I wanna get the kissing her. Let me chill and back it up before I get my feelings hurt. Be too caught up in my thoughts, I don't